EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Ravens had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. So sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 11. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr., and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
multiple defenders on the drive's first play. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Hunter Nice-Wander on a punt now on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw here.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yellow, check, pink. Yellow, line, blue, check.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lance. Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
And here's Hunter Nicewander now.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hook. first down.
Second and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 33.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hit three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, that's Watkins. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, he's ready.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The Lance now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans. Theirs has been superior.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready, go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw, it's Lance. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nifty move. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Switch red. Opposite. Green. Black one. Switch. Yellow.
Oh, look at the juke. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll go option to the short side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Smith red. Opposite. Green. Black block.
Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Lance. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Working from the gun, Lance. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. They're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
23 yards, the final. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They hand this off to Harris. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll have this. But now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Lance now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Lance looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Flushed out right. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to